Hello guys, welcome to my this video, and in this Angular tutorial today I will show you how we can restrict a negative value inside an input field. Actually my one viewer asked me to make this video and using directive. So guys, in this video I will show you how you can restrict negative value inside an input field using directive and without directive, because some others want to know also without directive. So that's why in the same video I will show you directive and without directive how you can restrict negative value, and different way how you can do that I will show you in this video. So hope you will be enjoyed this video, and if you want to get this thing, so please without skip watch this video. So now first of all I have to be restrict negative value inside an input field. So the main thing is I have to be create an input field. So I will write input, type is text, and this one. So here I want to show the preview. That is, first of all you can see I'm using app component.html file, but if you want any other component, so you can do that. And here I'm using custom directive, that is demo.directive.ts, directive name demo, because he asked me mainly using a directive. I mean, for this validation using a directive he asked me. So here I'm using custom directive, that is called demo directive. If you don't know how to create a custom directive, so just simply you have to open a terminal. You can watch my particular tutorial about custom directive, but just here I'm giving an idea. That is, you have to just open your terminal. If you are using Visual Studio Code, so then you have to open terminal, otherwise you can open command prompt. And how you generate a component, so same way, just you have to be write a command ng gd, this is directive, d for directive, and the directive name. In my case I had written the directive name is demo. So after written this command, just when I run this command, so that time I got this directive which I already created. Okay, in your case you have to be create a custom directive. If you already have created, so then you can use that particular directive. So after created a directive, you can see in the selector I'm getting a directive name. So this directive name I will use inside this input field, because I want to validate this input field, right? So now I hope it's a clear, this directive name I used inside this input field. So now guys, I want to say one thing. I had made up another video, that is directive in action. Okay, so I will suggest to watch my this video, because guys here I use this directive inside this input field, but when I will press any value inside this input field, so that time I have to be grab this value, right? Otherwise how I can check user press negative value or positive value? So I have to be get the event. By this event I can check only. So how? So here just I have to be import host listener. What host listener does, so this is the event, I mean this is the decorator, it listen the event of our host element. So how we can how it will be processed, like here this is the directive. So this directive I called inside this input field, and in this directive I used host listener. So that means now this host listener will listen the host elements event. And now which one is the host element? This input field, because inside this input field I called only the directive name. So whatever will be the event inside this input field, so that I will get by this host listener. So now the syntax how to use host listener, so @ host listener and this one. So when I will click, I mean I will press any value inside this input field, so what event it will be called, first of all you have to be understand. So when I will press any key from my keyboard, so that means when I will key down from my keyboard, so that is called key down event. You can write key press event also, but I will suggest key down event. I mean at the time to down the key, so that time I want to fire this event. If you want key press, so that will be okay, but I will suggest to use key down event. So now here I will write key down event and comma, and when user will down the key from his keyboard, so that time I want to get the event. So square bracket, inverted comma, dollar and event. This is the default features of Angular. Using dollar event we can capture the event, right? And now here I have to pass a function name. So function name I will write anything, I can write anything. So here I will write on key down, but you can write the name as per your choice, this name. Okay, so now here I passed the event $event. So for that, for grabbing the event in this on key down method, here I have to pass the parameter name. You can write anything, and the type I will set any, right? So now here if I write console dot log e, so let's check it what I will get inside this console. So this is the input field, and now here suppose if I press any number, so you can see I'm getting the event, that is keyboard event, because I press a key from my keyboard, so it's called keyboard event. And now so here you can do one thing, instead of any you can write keyboard event also. Okay, so now here you can see I'm getting a key, that is 1, because I press 1, code digit 1. Okay, so this way I will get everything what I press. You can see key is 1, and you can see key code is 49. So anything we can take. Okay, so but here I will suggest take everything, character code 0, everything. Suppose now if I remove this one, so that means I press a backspace, okay, for removing the 1. So here you can see code is backspace, character code is 0. Actually character code I will not take, anything I can take I mean in between code or key or key code, right? So key is the backspace, code is the backspace, and key code is 8. Okay, so now I hope it's clear. So now I have to be restrict minus, I mean negative value. So I cannot give any permission to press a user minus, I mean user, when user will press minus, so that time I will restrict this one. So how can do that? So here you can see when I press, because negative value start from minus. Okay, so when user will press minus, so that time I have to be block the event, I mean user cannot press anything when user will press minus. So now here you can see when I press the minus, so what I am getting here, code is minus, okay, key is, you can see this is the sign, minus sign, and key code is 189, right? So here what I will do, I will write a if condition. So if first is key, okay, so you can take anyone in between this 3, but I will take 3 also using AND separator. Okay, whatever you can do, you can simply write key, this is key is minus, so key is triple equals to minus, so that time you can do, and here I have to be write e dot key, because inside this e I was getting the event. So e dot key when it's a minus, so that time only I will block the event. So how you can do that? So there is the JavaScript pre-default method, that is event dot prevent default. So e, because in this e parameter I'm getting the event, so e dot prevent default. So here D is the capital of prevent default. Okay, so that time simply you can do that. So if so that time when user will press minus, so you can see it's a blocked the event. So now I cannot show, but in the console you can see I pressed a minus from my keyboard, you can see here, but here it's not showing the value minus, because I have written a condition when user will press minus key, I mean because negative value start from minus, so that's why I block the minus. So when user will press this one, so that time I block the event, I mean user cannot press this minus. So that's why you can see, but if I press any other value, so 1, so you can see key is 1, and here it's also done. But again if I trying to press minus, so you can see I cannot do that, I cannot press minus value, right? So now this simple way you can do that also, e dot key. Otherwise if you want only code, so this one you can do that, instead of key you can write code, and code is minus, m is the capital, just notice here. So I will copy this one, and here instead of this one I will remove and paste this one. So now when it is a minus, so that time it will be block the event also. So now you can see I'm pressing minus from my keyboard, so that's why it's printed in console, because console.log I didn't remove. So that, but here I cannot get the value, but if I press anything, so you can see easily I can get, and here I can get here. So now this one the process. Okay, so if you want to strong a condition, so you can write three of them, like e dot code minus, and you can write here and separator, and then you can write e dot key, which I shown before, that is minus. And the another thing was, so first of all I will check what I was getting minus, and another thing I was getting, that is key code. So when I was pressing minus, so key code is 189. So here I will copy this one, copy, and here I will write another and condition and e dot key code. So then triple equals to n 189, because here you can see key code is 189. So now after written that, here we can do the same thing. Okay, so now here if I press minus, so you can see in a console it's printed minus, but here I have written that is when it will be like this, so that time event dot prevent default. So that's why it's block the event when I'm pressing the minus, but if I press any other number, so you can see I can do that. Okay, so this is the one thing using directive, and same thing we can use without directive. So how I can do that? So simply now forget about this directive, just I will open app component.ts file, because this input field I have written inside this app component HTML. So I will open ts file, and now here what I will do, just little thing I have to be changed. So now I will remove this directive. Okay, so because I don't need that, forget about this directive. Same thing I will do using without directive. So now here I have to be take the value. So I will pass a template defines variable. You can write any name of this template defines variable, and this variable is similar like id. So that's why you can see the syntax of template defines variable is hashtag, because we know when we write an id and we define any css property inside an id, so that time we use hashtag, and in a class we use dot. So it's a similar like id. So you can see for defining here I used id, it's template defines variable, and now parenthesis, and the same method whatever I passed inside this directive, key down this one. So now this one I will pass here, right? So I will write key down method, and here method you can see I passed here on key down. So same way I will copy this method, and in the HTML I will pass here parenthesis, and here you can see in a directive I passed a dollar event. So same thing I will pass here, just inside this here. Okay, so it's a done. So now okay, I don't need to pass this one also, because I can do using dollar event. So I don't need to pass template defines variable. Otherwise you can do that using template defines variable also. Okay, so now I will copy this method name and just in the ts file this one, and when I was writing the method name you can see, so that time I passed a e. Okay, so same thing here I will do, and like this. Okay, so save, and now same thing I can do that same just code I will copy from here, and just here I can press. So now after that if I check it, so you will find it will be the same thing. You can see I am pressing minus. If I console here e, so in a console you can see what I am press e. So you will find in the console I am pressing minus, but in the input field it's not showing. You can see I am pressing minus, but inside this input field, so I cannot get it. So this way we can do that without a directive. It's a very simple thing. You can see again I'm showing in the HTML, instead of directive name just pass the method here, and same thing you can write here. Okay, it's a very simple thing. So I hope it's clear to you, and if you find this video is helpful, so please like this video, and if you want to get more update, So please subscribe my channel and also press the notification bell icon. And if you have any doubt about this video, so you can write in comment section. I will try to solve your doubt. And if you want any video as per your choice, so you can write in comment also, so I will try to make a video on your doubt.